Supreme Court appears to have slammed Rahul Gandhi over the China land grab claim. Congress leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi's plea challenging the defamation case against him for alleged remarks against what appeared to be against Indian armed forces during the Bharat Jodo Yatra. The Supreme Court has said, why can't you say these things in the parliament? Why social media statements? Now, Abhishek Manu Singhvi, representing Rahul Gandhi, says in the public interest, the leader of a party has said something. Please see the entire case. The statement was made right after the clash in Galwan, and he said people will ask about Bharat Jodo Yatra as well. It was after a journalist asked a question. So the Supreme Court has said, I quote it here, how did you know about 2,000 kilometers being annexed by the Chinese? If you're a true Indian, you wouldn't say it. You being leader of opposition, why would you say such a thing? And why not then, even if you want to, say it in the parliament rather than social media? And therefore, the lawyer representing the leader of opposition says it's an innocuous statement. He is the LOP. Our legal correspondent Anisha Mathur gives us the details and clarity on that. Anisha, good morning. Tell me more about how and why the court has, while taking cognizance of the case, also said this was not really the tone and tenor that the LOP should have taken.
Well, Pooja, this is a hearing that was done that is just being concluded right now. In fact, Mr. Singhvi is still making his submission. Rahul Gandhi has gone to the Supreme Court challenging the High Court, the trial court and High Court proceedings against him in the matter where he had where he had allegedly made certain statements regarding the Indian Army right after the Galwan clashes between India and China. Now, Supreme Court, remember, has issued a stay on further proceedings in the trial court against him. It has also issued notice on his petition, and it will take up this matter now after 3 weeks. But even as the Supreme Court has granted relief to Rahul Gandhi, the Supreme Court also chiding Rahul Gandhi, in fact, scolding him in a way that why would you make a statement like this when there is you're the leader of the opposition? Why would you make a statement regarding confidential information about a national level issue? Why would you, if you had something to say, why did you not ask these questions in the parliament itself? And how did you know about 2,000 kilometers of Indian territory being taken over by the Chinese? The Supreme Court clearly questioning Rahul Gandhi for the statement he had made, but at the same time it has given relief to Rahul Gandhi.
Okay.
They have been issued on the trial court proceedings. But as I repeat,
what do you mean by that, Anisha? What do you mean by that? That on one side he's been slammed, but he's also got relief.
Well, yes, Pooja. Clearly, he's been given relief. Stay on the proceedings that are going on in the trial court for now. At the same time, he has been asked by the Supreme Court why he had made these statements in the first place, because it is an issue of national importance. So, on one side, he's been given relief by the court. On the other, he has been scolded by the court that why did you not ask these questions in Parliament? Why would you make a statement in the media about about an incident of this regard?
Stay on with me, Anisha. So that's the big statement. There may be proceedings that have got a certain stay. However, the top court also saying that you are, after all, a senior leader. You're a leader of opposition. Why would you say such a question or ask such questions on social media? Ask in the parliament if at all you need to. To which Abhishek Manu Singhvi, who's representing Rahul Gandhi in this defamation case, has responded to the court as well and said that this was primarily a question that he had said that the people are going to ask, and that is why he had made a mention of it. But the Supreme Court is asking, how do you know 2,000 kilometer land of Indian territory has been grabbed by the Chinese? Why are you saying such things? Why won't you question in the parliament? Also, just to give you a background to the viewer watching, Rahul Gandhi appeared to have said, and this is quite a few years ago, that the Chinese army is beating up Indian Jawans and has annexed a massive area of the Indian territory. And that is what the court is saying. How were you so sure when you said it? Anisha Mathur continues to be with us. Anisha, let's talk a little bit more about it, just to jog the memory of the viewer. He was also part of the Bharat Jodo Yatra. That's what the lawyer has depended on with regard to this statement. But what was that statement that was made, and how is that being questioned right now by the court?
Well, Pooja, if you remember, during the Bharat Jodo Yatra, right after the Galwan clashes between India and China in 2022, Rahul Gandhi had made certain statements regarding the clash and regarding the issue that had happened, the allegations that the Chinese army had taken over a large part of Indian territory. Now, in his argument before the court, Rahul Gandhi and his lawyer, senior advocate and parliamentarian Abhishek Manu Singhvi have argued that he had made the statement in response to a question specifically that was asked to him by media persons to comment on the clashes. And what he had said was not meant to defame the army. It was a question asked that why are you asking me about the Bharat Jodo Yatra? You should be asking me or you should be asking the government about what happened after Galwan. And that is the argument that Abhishek Manu Singhvi has taken, that he's a political leader, that he was asked a question by the media and he has responded on to a question that was asked by the media person to him. But the court strongly disapproving of that statement, asking why would you make a statement about a border clash? Why would you make a statement about confidential information? Why did you not raise these questions in the parliament?
And also confidential information, if at all, was there any basis or evidence that the leader had to mention that and quote it? Because he's after all an influencing voice, and that could have impacted considering it was such a sensitive issue. And remember, the world is also watching everything that's unfolding in India, even the bickering among our politicians. So we'll be tracking how this goes, especially legally, for Rahul Gandhi in the defamation case. Appreciate you joining us, Anisha.